spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Charlotte 49ers, squaring off with another team from the AAC, the Atlantic, about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Charlotte's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Shoots it to the left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Plows through the defense. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. The give out of the gun. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Off play action on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The 49ers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Got it in the middle. It's Weber. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to the air one more time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Owls offense will go to work for the 1st time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Trying to get to him. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets past the marker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to take off. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Takes the handoff. It's Norton. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Thomas. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the 49ers will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Gonna run it. It's Norton. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Florida Atlantic, 0.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Fancher. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's taking a deep shot. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, Dave.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been a